Hey everyone, it's Brian Rossi at ROSSI Commercial Real Estate, and I'm standing at my stand-up desk. For those of you who don't know me, I do a stand-up desk, and what I'm going to do for you right now actually is I'm going to go through an article that was very interesting, and it relates to the GSA. These are going to be the 9 near-term expiring leases. I received this article a little earlier in February, and I wanted to bring it to this platform and share it with you. It's from Bisnow. I'll leave a link in the video description below, but you're going to see it right on the screen in just a second. I'm going to run through it real quick and show you the 9 near-term expiring GSA leases. So these are the federal government leases in our region that are the largest 9 that are up for expiration within the next 2 years. Now, why is this a factor for you if you're an executive at a company? Well, everyone wants to save money on their rent. And I'm going to tell you one area where this could impact you, even though you're not a government contractor and you have nothing to do with federal government contracts or lease space at all. And that is, imagine this: you're on a block, like say Executive Boulevard in Rockville, and the federal government has a lease expiring next year, and they move out of 1 or 2 buildings because they have 300,000 or 400,000 square feet. That's going to have an impact on the vacancy and the competitiveness of buildings right on your street. And in that submarket, it's major. These are leases that are major size leasehold properties. And if the government is the major tenant of that little submarket there and they move, that has an impact, which creates an opportunity for you to save money on your lease. If they stay and they just renew their lease, then things stay relatively consistent in respect to the submarket factors that relate to your rent and incentives from landlords and so forth. But if they move out, creates a tremendous opportunity. It's one of the reasons why we track this information, because it does have a value to the executives and business making decisions about leases and market rents and so forth, anywhere where anyone's close to these facilities. So here you go. I'm going to go through the list starting here. You'll see me in the bottom corner of this screen in a second. So here we have the 9 biggest GSA leases expiring. So I may look at you, I may look at the screen from time to time, but anyway, number 1 on the list, so I'm going to go backwards. Number 9, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. They're here in Rockville. As you can see, they have 348,000 square feet, and it's expiring December 14, 2018. Right? They had recently renewed in 2016, so I'm not so sure if that really is the firm date. I thought there was longer, but this is what the article says. Let's move on. Number 8, State Department. Here we go over to Arlington. We have 349,000 square feet. Really, only 1,000 square feet difference between those two. And expiration June 30th, 2018. As the GSA seeks a new lease for the State Department's Bureau of Diplomatic Security, the JBG companies have retained JLL to market the agency's current home at 1801 North Lynn Street across. All right, so the landlord's already put a broker on the building to take into account that this landlord may be looking at a lot of vacancy if the federal government doesn't renew. Number 7, USAID, Agency for International Development, 400 C Street, 389,000 square feet. Well, that's a large amount of space, no kidding. January 2, 2018. All right, so they're seeking a new home, as I recall, to consolidate. Is that right? Yeah, they have 2 buildings, and they're possibly looking to consolidate. So that literally could mean a move and that building becoming vacant. Number 6, Department of Defense. Well, we've heard a lot about them in the news, looking at different places from Maryland to Virginia. Right, so they're at 200 Stovall Street, Alexandria, and 402,000 square feet, and their lease is expiring very, very soon. We're just coming into March, we just did come into March. Ooh, where's my calendar? Okay, I need to remember what day I'm at. Expiration, yeah, very soon. So, the GSA renewed the lease in 2014. So really, they're not, even though that was the original expiration date, I believe that they're in this property for much longer. But I guess it's an uncertain number. That's easily, the good thing about leases with the federal government is that you literally can go to a site and get all the expirations. So it's public information. Unlike private companies, when they lease space, it's all not private. It's usually confidential information. But what the federal government does, and even what publicly traded companies do, is not confidential. right, so let's see. Number 5, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Right, everyone hears about ICE. Right, the GSA is moving ICE to St. Elizabeth's West, so their lease is up in January 16, 2018, and apparently they will be moving out of this building. Okay, so if you're around 512th Street Southwest, although of course DC, this area is always hot, so so I don't expect that would change rents, and they may backfill it with another agency or just another large tenant. So I'm sure that they're going to do well. This is a bigger impact when you're out in the suburbs, and like for instance, when there's took years to backfill the Cancer Institute, National Cancer Institute that left Executive Boulevard. I used that example of Executive Boulevard a little earlier, but NIH has a big presence there, and they've talked about relocating back to campus or moving out of Executive Boulevard. Well, that eats up like half the space, and then you add National Cancer Institute, which did move out and got space up in Frederick County, and also the Johns Hopkins campus in Montgomery County up in Rockville. Then you're going to, it has a major impact on that street. And so I've actually represented some tenants where we got killer deals that I've never seen in the 20 plus years of being in the business. I've never seen such phenomenal lease deals I was able to negotiate for tenants than just in this 3-year time frame that we've been in here. Just unbelievable what I've been able to negotiate. So, Drug Enforcement Agency, number 4, 600 Army Navy Drive, Arlington, Virginia, 504,000 square feet. Expiration September 30, 2018. Okay. Number 3, Department of Justice. Right? Getting bigger now. Of course, everyone's getting a little bigger. 520,000 square feet. October 31, 2018 is their expiration at 601 D Street Northwest. Okay. So they're moving to Noma and getting a much larger space. You can say they're moving into 839,000 square feet. Wow. It's a lot of space. And number 2, the National Sciences Foundation, 4201 Wilson Boulevard in Arlington, 570,000 square feet, expiration December 31, 2017. And they're moving from Ballston to Eisenhower Avenue in Alexandria. So another big hole to fill. Number 1, the biggest one of all, here we are, the grand finale, Federal Communications Commission, FCC, 445 12th Street Southwest, 602,000 square feet. Expiration is a little later this year, on October 16th. All right, and there is moving to Trammell Crow Sentinel Square in Noma. Another move to Noma. How about that? And there you have it. All right, well, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you found that insightful as in terms of GSA movement or federal agency movement in the Washington, D.C. area. We'd see Northern Virginia, Montgomery County, and of course DC being affected by these moves. And stay tuned, subscribe to this channel if you're interested in further updates like this and other tips. Main part of what I'll be doing is bringing out tips and insights into the commercial real estate that you don't hear typically from those that are inside the industry. What's behind the curtain look at the commercial real estate industry, but most in particular, it's focused on the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, not a national picture, not an international picture, but a local business like ROSSI Commercial Real Estate, weighing in on helpful tips and guides and insights for local business executives and decision makers here in the Washington, D.C. area. So hope you'll stay tuned and watch more of what we have to offer in the coming months. As every week to 2 weeks, we're going to try to put out a new video. So if you subscribe and click the little bell that is next to when the subscription comes up, you'll be notified of a new video. And but definitely subscribe, and if you're interested in leaving a comment or reading other comments from people, just see below this video and you'll see those things. You can leave a comment yourself and weigh in on the topic. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great week. Want to learn more about ROSSI Commercial Real Estate? Well, then watch some of these videos, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you'll be notified when new videos from ROSSI Commercial Real Estate are uploaded to YouTube.